Collebrook, yeah, maybe in more than 70 years ago. And then they have the value, the equation, yeah, this one. They have two value of friction factor here in the left side and the right side. Okay, this is the problem is this equation. The value of friction factor in the left side here and the right side here must be same. So the solution to get the same the value about the friction factor here must be use the iteration method, yeah, to solve this the value of friction factor. So this is two equation, yeah. Actually, until today, yeah, you can find in the Wikipedia, yeah, and then you click Darcy friction factor. So you can find too many equation to try to solve the value of friction factor based on Collebrook equation. Okay, so this one from Swami Jain in 1976. Yeah, they have a Swami Jain is claimed that the error is about 1%. Yeah, this is the 1% between the value here and here. Yeah, the difference error is 1%. This is applicable from range of Reynolds number 4,000 until this one about 100 million. Yeah, 100 million, the value of Reynolds number. And this is the value of relative roughness. Yeah, this is depend on, this value here is depend on material of the pipe. Yeah, you can find the material of pipe is sorry. This one, this is the material of the pipe, okay, and then this is surface roughness here. Okay, this is the blue color here is indicate the roughness, so divided by the inside diameter of pipe. So this is the value of absolute roughness of the sum of material of pipe. This is from the steel, concrete, ductile iron, wood stiff. Yeah, this is the value in United States Customer System. Yeah, and then this is from the SE meter. Yeah, in meter, this is in inch. So you can find this the various value of the material here. Yeah, this is PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Yeah, as you know, this is the maybe the to build the household. Yeah, household or in the building. Yeah, PVC is applicable. Install as a piping system in the building. Yeah, this is the value is here is 1.5. Yeah, multiply by this one. Yeah, 10 minus 6. Okay, so this is the value is very small. Yeah, so from this value here, okay, this one. So this one, this is the absolute, relative roughness here, and then this is the Reynolds number. So this is friction factor. Yeah, this is the iteration results from the Swami Jains. They have the equation like this. So if you put or to substitute the value of relative roughness here and the Reynolds number here, you can find the value of friction factor. Okay, you must be careful to calculate this equation. Yeah, I think is because this is the learn. Yeah, this is learn. So this is the value here. Yeah, this is okay. I think it's divided formula. So this is the last is quadratic. Okay, and then this value here is 1.325 divided by this value here. So the other from Hallan in 1983, the Hallan is claimed that the error is 2%, and this applicable from the Reynolds number more than 3,000. So this is the equation of Hallan. Okay, maybe you can compare the value from the Swami Jain or from Halan. Okay, they claim that in Swami Jain in 1% error. This is error between left side friction factor here and friction factor here. So in Halan, they claim that the error is about 2%. Yeah, 2%. This is the equation is iteration result of the Colebrook equation. So you can find too many equation, yeah, and then maybe more complex, yeah, from complex approach, yeah. In Darcy friction factor, you can find in Wikipedia the value of friction factor. The question is why? Until now, the scientists, yeah, will try to solve the problem regarding with Colebrook equation here. Okay, so why this the equation is because this equation here, yeah, have a consequences, yeah, about the pressure drop. Yeah, as you know, the pressure drop. Everyone can see the whiteboard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. So if you can see this one, the equation of the pressure drop. This one on pipe friction. Pipe friction. Pipe. So you can see here, yeah, L the length of pipe, diameter of pipe, size of pipe. Okay, so you can if the value here, yeah, difference value here, you can imagine if the pipe, the length of pipe, like the case in the pipeline Bulan, yeah, this is the Bulan is pipe, the length of about 97 kilometers, 97 kilometers. Okay, 97. If the factor here is this value, yeah, this is water. And then the one diameter is 1,000 millimeter or 1 meter. So the velocity is about 1.5. Maybe I will round it 1,000. This is yeah, this is you can calculate here, yeah, the value. Okay, maybe I will round it this about 1,000. 1,000 meter. Okay. Because the maybe the location will be with elevation. The topography of area is not flat. Yeah? We sometimes found the different elevation. Value here is about 21. Okay. About 0.2. So this is the pressure. Yeah, the pressure created the case from the Unggulan project. Yeah, Unggulan project. Unggulan project is flowing the water, drinking water. Flowing water to Surabaya. Yeah, actually the distance Pasuruan in Surabaya is about 1,000 meter, 1,000 meter, or oh sorry, 100,000 meter, or 100 kilometers, sorry, 100. Yes, around 100 kilometers. So from this one, this is the pressure is what. So if the value here, you can see here, maybe the value is 0.08. Okay, I think this is give implication about the value of pressure drop here. Yeah, less than. So this is implication to the power consumption, because the pump, the pump to flowing, the power to drive the pump. Yeah, this is the power. Power here is delta P, delta pressure, multiplied by flow rate divided by efficiency of pump. You can see here, the flow rate here, flow rate in the Unggulan case is about under Surabaya about 1,000 liter per second. Okay, or 1 meter cubic, or 1 meter cubic per second. Okay, and then you can if the efficiency of pump about 0.7, maybe efficiency, the overall efficiency of pump, you can calculate here if the example problem here 2. Megapascal multiplied by 1 meter cubic per second divided by 0.7. Okay, I think this is value here. More than this is equal with 3 megawatt. 3 megawatt. So I think it's very huge. This is the power. The power is very huge to drive, provided by motor, the electrical motor, to drive the pump. So 3 megawatt is very high. Yeah, depend on in your house. In your house, I think the energy consumption to flow the water from the your bathroom, is, I think the energy consumption is about 150 watt or 200 watt. 200 watt. This one 3 megawatt. Okay, I think is the energy consumption is very high. Flowing 1 meter cubic water, they need 3 megawatt electricity. So this is the example why the friction factor here, if value is less than, if the every method to solve the Colebrook equation, I think is the difference value this one and this one. The value here will be reduced. Energy consumption less than from 3 megawatt. Okay, this is the example. This is the example why the importance until today, the scientists try to solve the Colebrook equation with the error less than 1%. The error less than 1%. So any question from here? The important why the equation of Darcy friction factor. So I will stop share. So you can see this one. Sorry, Yeah, you can open in your textbook, on your notebook, sorry. This is the Darcy friction factor formula from Wikipedia. Yeah, you can see this one. The explanation about actually Darcy friction factor applicable to Darcy-Weisbach. Darcy-Weisbach equation, actually this one. This one is Darcy-Weisbach equation. Okay, this is the scientist, yeah, the name of the scientist, and then this is become the name of the, yeah, then to this one, the scientist who try to solve the value of a Colebrook equation. Okay, I will click. This is Blasius correlation. Okay, the Blasius correlation here. Okay, this is the same with my explanation. The last explanation. This one. This is the This is a simple, friction factor. Yeah, I think the value of friction factor maybe if compared with the other value, maybe they have a different value of friction factor. So maybe the value become higher or smaller. Yeah, depend on the other equation. Yeah, this is Misra and Gupta in 1979. Yeah, Swamijin in 1976. This is 1979. They create this equation here. Yeah, and then so you can hear tabel here. This is the first. This is equation here is from the Modi diagram. Yeah, this is from Modi. This one Modi in 1947. Yeah, 1947. Yeah, yeah. 2 years before Indonesia Independence Day, Modi solved the Colebrook equation. This one, this equation. So until now, okay, you can see here until now. This is in 2019. Yeah, 2 years ago. This is the equation of friction factor. Yeah, this one. This friction factor here, and then they try to solve this problem. This A, this one, B, C. Okay, and then the value here will be solve the problem of Colebrook equation here. Okay, this is the last scientist, yeah, to solve the Colebrook equation, yeah, in 2019. Yeah, this one. Okay, you can see this one. If you want to Majid Niaskar revisiting the estimation of Colebrook friction factor. Okay, this is the paper here. Yeah. Sorry, I will show you. Okay, this is the paper. Yeah, the paper from Majid Niaskar in 2019 in 5th September 5th 2019. Majid Niaskar tried to solve the estimation of Colebrook friction factor. Yeah, this one. This is the method. If you want to know, this is download the value. Sorry, the paper regarding with this. Sorry, I will show you this one. This is the paper from the Majid Niaskar. Yeah, the paper of Majid Niaskar to solve the Colebrook friction factor. Okay, this one. This is the equation. This is the equation from the Colebrook. Okay, this is the equation of Colebrook. So they have this equation here have in the left side friction factor, this one, and the right side you can find this one, friction factor 2. So to solve this, the value from the left side and right side must be same. Actually, it's not easy if the same, but the error value between the left position and right position of friction factor here, the error must be smaller. Yeah, must be smaller. So this one, this is for Modi, and okay, you can see this is Halan. Okay, this is the history of the friction factor to solve the Colebrook equation. Okay, this one. This is you can find in Wikipedia too, or in this equation. Okay, this one. Okay, this one. This is the years. Yeah, the years the scientists will be solve the equation of friction factor. Okay, I think it's very long story here. Yeah, you can read the method to solve this problem here. Okay, this is the why the scientists try to solve the Colebrook equation. So any question from here? Any question? Before I will continue to explain about the head loss minor or minor losses.
Sir,
Yes.
The friction factor that from the scientist, is it the same from the beginning and the last, sir? If we use the formula?
Okay, maybe you can prove. You can prove, yeah, this equation. Yeah, you can prove the equation from the NIASCAR, yeah, Majid NIASCAR in 2019 between Modi diagram. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you curious, yeah, if you curious to try to solve this value, this one. Sorry. So this is the history, yeah. Sorry, this is history of this one, yeah, this one. This is the Modi diagram, yeah. Modi diagram provide in your textbook, yeah, in the diagram, yeah. This is the friction factor. This is the equation. The equation to give us the illustration about the line. The line indicate the friction factor in the Modi diagram. Okay, because this is depend on the absolute roughness here and Reynolds number here. Okay, and then if you curious, please try this friction factor in 1947. Yeah, in the same Reynolds number and the same relative roughness, you can try and you can prove what's the difference, the value of friction factor. Okay, I think this is become important if you will become the engineer. Yeah, will become the engineer as a piping engineer, to design to select pump to drive the fluid from the one location to other location. Yeah, I think this is the example, the case from the Pasuruan until Surabaya. Pasuruan until Surabaya is more, yes, actually the actual value is 19.7 kilometers, yeah, and then I will round this value about 1,000 kilometers. Sorry, 100 kilometers, 1,000 meters, yeah. I mean 1,000 meters. Actually, 100 kilometers. The distance or the line of pipe from the Pasuruan until Surabaya. Okay, if you calculate this, the calculation of friction factor is you must be careful, and then you get the friction factor less than, this is the value is 0.02, sorry, 0.02. Okay, and then you in the NIASCAR formula, yeah, the value becomes 0.018. I think you will reduce the power consumption, yeah, to flowing, yeah, to flowing the water from the Pasuruan until Surabaya. Yeah, I think you must be this operation of the to flowing the water from Pasuruan is 24 hours, and 365 days. Okay, I think this is today, yeah, the price, yeah, the price of water sent from Pasuruan to Surabaya is about, about 2,500 rupiah per meter cubic. 2,500 per meter cubic. Okay, and people in Surabaya, every people, sorry, I mean this is the every people, they need actually not drinking water, maybe this water from to fill the need, the requirement from the to take a bath, to washing your clothes, or maybe you will shower your plants, and drinking too, or maybe from the cooking, every people, minimum needs 10 liters per person per day. 10 liters, 10 liters per person per day. This is the minimum consumption. And liter per person per day. Do you know how many people, how much people the citizen in Surabaya? Everyone knows?
No,
Okay,
sir.
everyone.
Not yet, sir.
Okay, yeah. In the census in 2020, the total people in Surabaya, 3 million. 3 million. Okay. If you multiply by 10 liters, okay, you can find this is 0.30 million liters per day. Okay. If you from this value here, if 1,000 meter cubic per day, this value is about 30 meter cubic per day. 30,000 meter cubic per day. So you can multiply with 365 days. Okay. Minimum, actually, as I know, the average, because in Surabaya, this is from the just from people. Actually, household, average households is the demand, the demand is about more than 30 meter cubic, every every family, this is in one family is the member of family is about 6 people, 6 people. Okay, so you can calculate here, so you can see here, I think it's this is the demand in Surabaya. So actually this pipe, the location of pipe, to support the people in Pasuruan, the people in Sidoarjo, and the people in Surabaya, and last in Gresik. I think this is the for local government, this is pemerintah kota or in pemerintah kabupaten, this is for area, Pasuruan, the near location near the Umbulan Spring, and then Sidoarjo, and then go to Surabaya, and the finish in Gresik. Okay, this is the story of Umbulan project. You can imagine, you can imagine because water is the part of the public service obligation. So everyone, every people, everyone, must consumption, must consume the water for their life. Okay. Okay, this is the story of the Umbulan project. Yeah, related with this the equation of friction factor. Yeah, from the Colebrook, and every scientist try to solve the Colebrook equation. Yeah, this one in 1947 until 2019. Yeah, the last scientist is Majid Niaskar. Yeah, this one. This is Majid Niaskar. I'm not sure. This is the scientist from. I'm not sure. This is the name. Okay, maybe you can search. Yeah, the Majid Niaskar. From. I think this name is maybe from Iran. Yeah. I'm not sure the name. Okay, Iran. So okay, this is recent in Shiraz University, Iran. Okay, I think this is the scientist from Iran to solve the Colebrook equation. Okay, any question from here? Any question? Everyone? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will continue in your textbook about the minor losses. Sorry. Sorry. This one. Atlas minor, Atlas minor. Okay, you can read in this page 308. Sorry, this is the page in 361. Yeah. Okay, this is minor losses. Okay, you can read here. Yeah, in this subchapter here is about discuss about minor losses. The energy equation. Yeah, energy equation. This is total head loss. Okay. Total head loss here. This is the sum of the head loss, major losses and minor loss. Okay, this equation here. This is from Darcy equation. Okay. Okay. And the minor losses here, the equation, we have two equations. First, the equation is line equivalent, this one. Yeah. Or, okay, sometimes we give a subscript here, coefficient losses minor. Okay. So this one, the friction factor from the major losses and minor losses, I think is same equation. Yeah. If you use body diagram, you can yeah replace the friction factor here. So the difference is in this one. Yeah. equivalent length. Yeah, and the K, yeah, was always K. Okay, so the minor losses here, minor losses contribute when you can read this one, yeah, the minor losses here. If the major losses in of fluid flow flowing through the constant area pipe, if the area of pipe is not constant, the fluid flow, yeah, flow to the minor losses, yeah. This one, this equation here. Oh, sorry. Okay, now sometimes you can see here, this is the equivalent length. Yeah, this is equivalent length, yeah, of straight pipe. Okay, of straight pipe. So you can find in this explanation on this textbook, yeah, the construction, yeah, the construction is regarding in minor losses here, in minor losses here. Yeah. Okay. When the fluid flow, yeah, through the sudden enlargement. Okay, this construction one. One. The okay, yeah, fluid flow from the small area to wide area. Yeah, this is narrow area to wide area. This is called sudden enlargement. Yeah, sometimes we call sudden expansion. Okay, in application, yeah, maybe if the pipe is connected here, straight pipe connect here, in maybe the dimension is 1 inch. So in this is 2-inch pipe diameter. Okay, disconnected with the this construction of the sudden enlargement, and second in sudden contraction. Okay. Okay. So one, this is sudden contraction, and the other is very available. And the other is one elbow. One. Okay. Actually, in the shape of elbow, you can find elbow 45 degrees, elbow 180 degrees, yeah? And then the variation of this ratio of radius and diameter here, yeah? If equal with 1, we call standard. Okay. if the air radius depend on diameter of pipe less than 1, yeah, they call low radius. Okay. And the other of minor losses, yeah, if the fluid flow to the valve. Okay, valve. Actually, in the valve, you can find in the textbook or in the map, yeah, you can find here, called kit valve, yeah, valve, butterfly valve, check valve, yeah, safety valve, yeah, needle valve. I think when yeah, the 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 name of valve. I will show you of valve here. Yeah, maybe I give you some illustration. Yeah, regarding the valve. Sorry. First animation. Yeah.
The valve is completely opened. Classification of a valve is made by the type of disc, solid web, flexible web.
Oh.
Channel. For latest updates, don't forget to press the bell icon.
Everyone can see here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is introduction valve. Yeah, a valve is device that regulates, direct, or control the flow. Yeah, control the flow is the to regulate the flow rate. Yeah, this is the valve function, stopping and starting fluid flow, and varying the amount of fluid flow. Okay, this is varying this one to control the amount of flow rate. Okay. This one, gate valve. This is the construction of gate valve.
Valve is completely open to the disc. Removed from the flow. Classification of valve is made by the type of disc. Solid web, flexible web, split web, or parallel disc.
This is the construction of this gate valve. Yeah, and then this is the cutway. Yeah, the cutway of the gate valve. So this is the gate. So the gate will be up and down. Yeah, this is fully closed, and this is fully open. Okay, this is closed and this is fully open. This this function is just to start and to stop flow. Yeah, to start and to stop flow. Yeah, if start, fully open, and stop, fully closed here. Okay, this is the construction of loop valve. The function is start, stop, and regulate flow. This one. The important is to regulate the flow.
And angle and three designs for the disc. Small disc, composition disc, and fun disc.
Okay, this one construction of a globe valve. If this position here is closed, if the globe lift up, the fluid will be flowing to the other position. This one, yeah, this is in this closed position. Yeah, this is closed position.
Stop or throttle float. The valve uses the ball shaped disc with a hole in it. When the valve is opened, the hole of disc is turned in line with the direction of the flow. When the valve is shut, the ball is rotated so that the hole is perpendicular to flow direction. Check valve. Check valve or non-return valve are used in systems employing a valve because they prevent the reversal of flow in the system, and there is a low pressure drop across the valve. The pressure of fluid through the system opens the system, while the aid of the check mechanism will close the valve if the flow is reversed. Control valve. A control valve is a valve used to control fluid flow by varying the size of the flow passage directed by a signal from a controller. This enables the direct control of flow rate and the consequential control of process quantities such as pressure, temperature, and liquid level. Diaphragm valves. Linear motion valves that are used to start, regulate, and stop fluid flow. The disc is flexible and seals with the seat in an open area at the top of the valve. Butterfly valve. Rotary motion valve that can be used in on-off and throttling systems. They are quick and easy to operate. The flow control element is on either a vertical or horizontal axis and is opened when the handle is rotated 90 degrees and closed when the valve is turned an additional 90 degrees. Needle valve. Needle valves have a long, tapered, needle-like point that is used to make relatively fine adjustments in the amount of fluid flow. They are sometimes used as components for other valves because the needle allows for a gradual change in the size of the fluid flow opening. Relief and safety valves. The release valve opens slowly as the pressure increases above the set point and only opens as necessary. The safety valve rapidly opens as the pressure setting is reached and will stay open until the pressure is lower than the actual pressure set point. Both valves are used to prevent damage by relieving accidental over pressurized fluid systems. That's it for today. If you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Oke, sampai di sini ada yang ditanyakan? Jenis-jenis valve yang dipakai di industri?
Pak, izin bertanya, Pak.
Yuk.
Tentang yang needle valve, mungkin boleh dijelasin lagi, Pak?
Ya, needle valve tadi, needle valve tadi, nomor berapa tadi? Ini ya. Ya, needle valve have a long taper needle like. Ini biasanya memang dipakai untuk apa ya? Pengaturan fluida yang apa namanya? Ya, alirannya tidak besar ya, karena namanya needle jarum ya. Jadi biasanya untuk kontrol aliran. Maksudnya begini, yang kaitannya dengan kontrol ya. Jadi bukan untuk mengalirkan air yang pipa-pipa besar begitu ya. Ini biasanya untuk sistem-sistem yang hidrolik sistem ya, jadi yang kecil-kecil gitu ya penggunaannya. Jadi bukan untuk penggunaan yang aplikasi pipa yang besar. Ya, nah, nanti bisa dicari lah kira-kira instalasi sistem perpipaan apa yang biasanya menggunakan needle valve. Ya, nah, bisa jadi fluidanya ini udara. Jadi untuk pneumatic system. Ya, pneumatic system. Jadi memang fluidanya bisa fluidanya itu dalam bentuk liquid atau dalam bentuk gas. Jadi semua valve ini applicable untuk fluida berbentuk liquid atau berbentuk gas. Hanya saja ketika itu nanti diaplikasikan ke bentuk gas, biasanya memang supaya karena gas itu kan kemungkinan bocor itu cukup besar ya. dan karena tidak kasat mata ke situ ya. Nah, biasanya memang di situ diperlukan konstruksi yang lebih rapat begitu dari sisi manufacturing-nya begitu, yang lebih kedap begitu, supaya tidak terjadi kebocoran ketika fluida itu ditahan, ketika akan mengalir dari satu posisi ke posisi yang lain. Ya, dibandingkan kalau fluidanya itu bentuknya liquid. Kecuali kalau liquidnya itu ini ya, yang asid ya, yang asam gitu ya. Misalkan yang mengalir itu adalah asam sulfat cair atau asam klorida cair begitu ya. Nah, itu biasanya memang karena sangat korosif ya, maka valve-nya itu tentu ada pemilihan materialnya, tentunya pemilihan material yang mampu menahan korosi. Tapi untuk case needle valve ini memang untuk kasus yang fluida yang dialirkan itu tidak besar gitu fluidnya ya. Kira-kira begitu ya. Nanti Anda bisa nyari tahu di internet ya, kira-kira ini adalah macam-macam dari bentuk dari valve. Any question lagi? Ya, jadi ini contoh saja bagi Anda supaya tahu bahwa itu adalah bagian dari head loss minor. Nah, sekarang di head loss minor ini kalau kita lihat di textbook Anda, oke. Nah, di sini diawali dengan inlet and exit. Nah, inlet and exit. Nah, inlet and exit. Ya, jadi inlet and exit di sisi inlet atau di sisi exitnya. Jadi kalau konstruksinya seperti apa ya? Coba mungkin saya punya gambarnya enggak ya? Jadi gambar dari oke. Nah, ini adalah contoh di tangki begitu ya. Ada exit. Nah, ini ya, ini contoh konstruksi exit ya. Nah, ini ya. Nah, di sini dan di sini ya. Inlet gitu ya. Jadi masukannya seperti ini konstruksinya dan ini konstruksi exitnya. Nah, jadi ini contoh di tangki-tangki begitu ya, di tangki atau storage tank begitu konstruksi dari inlet and exit. Nah, bentuknya jadi kalau kita lihat di textbook Anda, balik lagi ke textbook Anda. Oke, nah di sini, nah ini konstruksinya seperti ini nanti kalau di dalam di dalam storage tank tadi ya, ini yang muncul tadi, Nah ini ada lanjutannya di sini, ini masuk ke dalam tangki. Ya, kalau ini yang square edge. Ya, jadi langsung nempel di dinding tangki tadi. Kalau ini yang rounded. Nah, di sini proses minornya, nah, ini value-nya. Kalau yang tipe reentrant ini, nah ini position minor prosesnya gede ini ya. Kalau square edge sekian, kalau yang rounded sekian. Nah, jadi artinya memang ketika memasang daripada entrance ya, kadang-kadang nyebutnya pipe entrance ya, inlet and exit ini ya. Saya agak lupa ini, entrance itu ada lagi exit dan entrance ya. Jadi entrance itu dari storage tank menuju keluar. Nah nanti ada yang sebaliknya, Kalau itu inlet ya, dari pipa menuju ke tangki. Ya, oke, sorry. Ya, sorry. From the re-entrant is from the inside storage tank to the pipe. This is we call entrance. If the type is exit, exit from the pipe to storage tank. Yeah, this is the opposite of direction of fluid flow. So this is the value of minor losses. Okay, and you must be careful with this value here. Okay, this is this one. This is loss coefficient. Loss coefficient here. This is you can find the A. Yeah, in superscript. Yeah, superscript here indicate A. So the note here. Head loss minor here. This is the equation. Okay, where the average value, this is the average value of velocity. This is average velocity is the mean velocity in the pipe. Okay, this is the mean velocity in this pipe, not in the inside, not inside storage tank. The velocity here, the mean velocity here, velocity inside the pipe, not in the storage tank. Okay. Okay. This one, this is the loss coefficient in the sudden area. Sudden area. If this one, this is we call sudden contraction, because the area in inlet, yeah, the inlet is wider than area in the outlet. Area in the outlet is smaller or narrow. Okay. And then the ratio here, the ratio between area in inlet and outlet, this one. Okay, in the otherwise in expansion, okay, the area narrow in inlet and wider in outlet. So the aspect ratio we call AR, ER here is aspect ratio. This one is equal with this one and narrow area divided by wider area. So in the other hand, so the expansion, the aspect ratio, yeah, this is the equal with the narrow area divided by wider area. This is a this difference, the opposite of the terminology of aspect ratio. So you can see here, okay, if I get, sorry. Oh, I change position. Okay. This is the example. I give you the example from here. Okay. Position. I put this one. The value is okay. Okay. This is the area. Sorry, not aspect ratio. Yeah, area ratio. Yeah, the area ratio. This is 0.5. Okay, 0.5. Okay, this one 0.5. Okay, you can see here from here. Okay, you can see here the value of expansion loss and contraction loss with the same value. This is the value is 0.5. yeah, the area ratio, yeah, is one, the area ratio is 0.5. The loss coefficient in sudden expansion higher than contraction loss coefficient. Okay, you can see here, this is the same value. Okay, this is, and then the important things here, the information about the velocity of the head loss minor in the expansion loss coefficient and contraction loss coefficient. Okay, you must be careful to determine the velocity. Determine velocity. Okay, the information here. The information here. Okay, this one. Sorry, where is the information? The important information. Okay, you can see this one, the subscript here of velocity. This one, yeah, this one. Yeah. In contraction, the velocity, you must use the velocity higher, yeah, with the higher energy kinetic. So in the sudden contraction, the velocity determined by in the narrow area. Okay, in this case, in the sudden contraction, you can use velocity in the outlet. This one, because the subscript here is indicate 2. Okay, in this one. So in this sudden enlargement, you must use inlet velocity. Okay, because the inlet velocity higher in sudden expansion, yeah, depend on the outlet position. And the other hand, in the sudden contraction, the velocity become higher in the outlet. Okay, I think it's the difference between sudden contraction and sudden enlargement. So you can see here, yeah, you must be careful to determine the velocity, yeah, because actually in the sudden contraction and sudden expansion, you can find 2 value of velocity. This one, this is the velocity in inlet and the velocity in outlet. In sudden contraction, if you determine the minor losses, you must use velocity in outlet. In sudden expansion, you must use velocity in inlet to determine head loss minor. So this one, okay, you must be careful to determine the velocity, because in sudden contraction, both of sudden contraction and sudden enlargement, you must choose the velocity with higher energy kinetic. The higher energy kinetic indicate in the narrow area. Okay, okay. And the other, this one, is the other is this is gradual contraction. If the definition is sudden contraction, in here is gradual contraction. This one, the area ratio, yeah, this one in inlet and outlet. You must use this one, yeah. Okay, you must use this one. The subscript here is 2. Okay, 2 is the velocity in outlet in narrow area. So this is depend on the angle in the gradual contraction here. This one, if the angle is about 10 degrees, this is 15 until 40 degrees, and this is until if this position equal with 180, actually this is sudden. Oh, sorry, not 180 is sudden contraction. Yeah, sudden contraction. If the value of theta here is 180, this is the same with the sudden contraction. If the angle, the value is this one, okay, this is indicate the gradual enlargement. Sorry, gradual contraction. If gradual contraction or gradual enlargement actually depend on the flow direction here, this one. If the flow direction from the left to right, we call gradual contraction. If the flow from the left to, from the right to left, we call gradual expansion or gradual enlargement. Okay, this is the construction in this piping system. So this is the equation based on this is the we call pressure recovery coefficient. This one, yeah, pressure recovery coefficient. The diagram depend on the angle, yeah, the angle inside this one. This is the if the fluid from the narrow to right, we call gradual expansion or gradual enlargement. Okay, but this one in table here, you can see this one gradual contraction. Okay, because the flow from the wider area to narrow area. Okay. Okay, this is the example. Yeah. So, okay, I will show you this. If in figure this one, the pressure, the loss, minor losses is with the equation this one. Okay, this is area of ratio, and then you can put in this equation here, this one. Yeah. So this is the case from the gradual contraction. This is the case of gradual expansion. Okay, this is the method, experimental methods, yeah, to determine the value of actually this one, yeah, pressure recovery coefficient. This one, pressure coefficient recovery is the value, this one 0.35, 0.30, 0.40, this one higher, yeah, 0.5, 0.5, sorry, 0.45, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. So, okay, this is the example from diagram to determine sorry, my connection still disturbed. So I will continue the information. Why? Host disabled participants. Oh, what's going on? Wow. Sorry, yeah, actually I have a problem to share because I reject, yeah, from the connection of the Zoom. So I have a problem with the how to share. Okay. Actually, I will stop my explanation. So I will give you some assignment, yeah, regarding head loss major or major losses and minor losses applicable in the piping system problem. So I will share to you, yeah, in by WhatsApp group, yeah, the case regarding the problem in the piping system, yeah, to apply the problem with head loss major and head loss minor. Okay, thank you for your time. See you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Oke, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.